Are you interested in effortlessly growing your Bitcoin portfolio? I sure am. The Bitcoin credit card by Gemini earns you Bitcoin back on every purchase. Use it like any credit card. Buy lunch, gas, or your weekly groceries, and you'll earn up to 4% back instantly in Bitcoin or one of over 50 other cryptos straight to your account. All that with no annual fee, and right now you can grab a $200 Bitcoin welcome bonus. It's the easiest way to start building your Bitcoin stack. Go to Gemini.com/card to learn more. Terms apply. See the link in the description for more information regarding rates and fees.
This is VSiN, the sports betting network.
Follow the money.
That's what I always say. You always follow the money.
Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Pauly Howard on VSiN.
Happy Halloween. Welcome aboard. Busy hour coming up in 15 minutes. We'll get into some of the biggest games in the National Football League this weekend, including great numbers on the Chiefs-Bills tilt Sunday afternoon. We'll go over props on tonight's card. A little NBA sprinkled in, NFL props as well. But we begin the hour talking Game 6 of the World Series, and longtime friend of the show, the great Matt Vasgersian, joins us one more time, MLB Network. Can't thank you enough, pal. Thanks so much for the time. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. We got to get a Game 7 here, boys. I don't care who wins the World Series. It's a coin flip for me. No skin in the game either way. No root boy, fanboy game either way. I just want 7 games. I really hope the Dodgers win tonight.
And the most predictable path for that to happen is Yamamoto going 7 strong at least, and shutting him down completely again?
Yeah, I think that's right, Mitch. I think, in a elimination scenario, not everybody in the Dodger bullpen is available tonight, even though the common thing to say is it's all hands on deck. That's really a misnomer because there's certain guys that Dave Roberts is going to stay away from. I think you set it up. It's 7 innings from the starter, 6+ in a less ideal scenario, and then it's some combination of Trinan and Sasaki. This idea that Clayton Kershaw is going to pitch in the series, no, I don't think anything. I don't think there's any other way for the Dodgers to win to get a long one out of Yamamoto. And there's a pretty good chance of that, by the way. He hasn't just been good in the postseason. You go back to his last 10 starts, and that goes back to September. He's 5-1, 76 strikeouts in 68 innings. 136 opponent's batting average. The punch-outs are odd to guess on with him because in that last start, he didn't have a huge punch-out total, but he commanded all 6 pitches in his repertoire. It's highly, highly unusual, even for a premier starter, to have command over that many pitches. To have an arsenal that big is not ordinary. To be able to throw each of them at will for a strike is superhuman, and that's how good he was. So, look, he can't be any better than he was in his last start. He could be just as good, but if you're a Blue Jays backer, you're going to bank on regression here. I mean, his last 2 have been superhuman. Can he keep this thing up? Like, even aces hit the wall at some point. Remember Corey Kluber in 2016, how good he was for the Indians? And then against the Cubs near the end of the World Series, he was gassed. I'm not saying that's the case with Yamamoto because he hasn't amassed as many innings as Kluber did that year. But you're banking on him being a superhuman, a superhero again tonight if you're back at the Dodgers.
The love affair with Trinan's got to stop. I'll say that. But the other thing is Roberts is shaking up the lineup again. They haven't been able to hit, and it goes back since the Red Series ended. I can't believe how many struggles. Mookie Betts, 3 for 23 slump. Muncy's hitting $115 last 7. What would you do with the lineup if you're Roberts?
I probably would have dropped Mookie down a little lower, to be honest. But he's Mookie Betts. He's a guy that's capable of turning around in one swing, and there's also a little bit of ego there that you have to worry about. Not that they're worried about it in an elimination scenario. Teoscar hasn't. He's hit some homers, but he hasn't had. Every one of his at bats have not been good. When he swings and misses, it's not a pretty thing to behold. Edman is hitting $1 something. Really, the only guys that have hit in this World Series for the Dodgers have been Freddie. Kike hit the homer, accounting for the only run. Shohei's been okay, with the exception of the night that he pitched and hit when he was out of gas. We really thought that somebody was going to struggle after the 18-inning Monday game, right? Game 3 was taxing. We all thought, we meaning the industry, that it was dead for Toronto, right? You lose that game in such heartbreaking fashion. Your offense goes dark for 10 straight innings and extra innings. that's supposed to signal the end for you. It was the Dodgers that had a hard time coming back from that. And I don't know what's going on with Mookie, but this is as low as he's hit in the Dodger order in 5 years.
Oh.
It's really it's mind numbing to figure out how he is in between on every pitch. You can see it in his face, and his press game, his comments afterwards are not awe-inspiring either. It's really kind of weird.
He's plus 180 to not have a hit tonight, Matt. Plus 180.
Wow, to not have a hit. That is, and we're talking about a future Hall of Famer here. That's wild.
He's one of the best players of this generation, probably. So all let's talk about Yamamoto, right? Should we be focusing a little bit more on Kevin Gausman?
Yes. Look, his splitter has been so good this postseason. He's given up 2 hits on his split this postseason. He's got a 52% whiff on that pitch this postseason. You know it's coming, but the matchup for the Dodgers isn't good. During the World Series, and it's not just the split that Gausman throws, they're 1 for 22 against splitters in the World Series. The only hit they've had against a split was Freddie Freeman had a double against Gausman in Game 2. That's it. So, in the absence of completely changing your personnel, this is the same group of hitters that can't hit the split. Maybe Gausman, well, I don't even know what Gausman's strikeout total is, but I'd look at that a little more closely than I would the other way. Here's another thing with the Blue Jays lineup. Even though Snell got to his strikeout number in Game 5, barely, and it took that last hitter for him to get to 7, they're a lineup that really changes their approach in 2-strike counts, with the exception of Addison Barger, who swings out of his rear end on every pitch. God bless the guy, because every once in a while he connects and he's fun. You'll watch them change their approach. Vlad is the perfect example. He's a power hitter that turns into more of a contact-oriented guy in 2-strike counts. That's why their strikeout totals are low. That's why their contact rate is high. And that's why it's tough to back opponent strikeout numbers against Toronto.
So Gausman, best number I can find, it's 5.5 at some books, plus 132 to the over, 4.5 at other books, juice like minus 150. And then Yamamoto, you can get plus money on over 6.5 if you shop around hard enough.
Boy, 4.5 on Gausman is that's a very friendly number for me.
Okay.
I'd even consider the 5.5 at plus money.
So you mentioned Springer here. What do you expect out of him tonight?
I don't know how he's going to run. The fact that they can DH him is a big bonus for them. He's got that postseason thing, man. He's like Kike Hernandez. So if healthy, you got to have him in there. I love the fact that he's able to play. Nathan Lucas batting second is a little bit more comfortable. And with Bichette in there, even though he's at about 75% and isn't running great, it's going to be a real challenge for Yamamoto tonight. This is a lineup with so much more momentum than when he faced him in the first start that he made in this World Series. And hostile territory, Blue Jays can smell it. They smell the finish line here. I hope the Dodgers can figure out a way to pull it out. I want a game tomorrow night.
You're right. So let's go through that, because we won't be able to talk to you, obviously, but I want Game 7 in the worst way. How would you handle Ohtani? And how would you use him? Do you put him in the outfield? Do you use him as an opener? What would you do if you're Roberts with Glasnow, Ohtani if it goes 7?
Yeah, I don't know that they're not considering starting Ohtani. Let's think about it this way. Like, I know that his workload was really high in the day after the extra innings game, and that he's used to extended rest. He has been ever since he got here. Who do you want in Game 7 with your life on the line? Do you want Glasnow, or do you want Shohei Ohtani at 75%? I don't think there's a world where they're eliminating Ohtani starting the game. I know that, this is all secret stuff that they're all kicking around in the Dodgers front office, but I don't think they've eliminated that choice. That's my sense. I'd rather have Ohtani starting the game.
I was going to say, I'll answer. Yeah, it's got to be Ohtani 75%, right? That's the easy answer here.
Yeah,
I would think.
I would agree. Leaves them. They're not set up as well as the Blue Jays are on the occasion of the short start, because the Blue Jays have these two dudes. Chris Bassett has turned into a dude in the World Series. How valuable has he been? He's your insurance policy. Bieber's going to be available tomorrow. I mean, they have all kinds of options. The Dodgers don't have good options if this goes to a Game 7. Yet that's what they need to have happen. They've got to have Yamamoto post, and then you worry about tomorrow.
Yeah. You came on last week and said, hey, take a flyer. on Yasavage around 100-1 for MVP. And boy, was he lights out the other night. Is there an angle here? If the Dodgers win this game tonight and we have a tight game tomorrow, it's all hands on deck. This kid has to come in. I don't know. I'll throw it out there. He goes 2-3 scoreless innings. Blue Jays win the game. Can he somehow pull this off?
Here's the only path for that. Vlad has been so unbelievable. If he homers tonight, by the way, he's just the fifth player in the wild card era to homer in 3 straight World Series games. What he's doing is unbelievable. He is the chalk for World Series MVP right now. And if the Blue Jays win, the pathway for Yasavage is Vlad goes hitless the next 2 nights. Yasavage comes out of the bullpen tomorrow, and he will be available for that game. And he pulls a Madison Bumgarner and goes through some rip of strikeouts, like when he punched out 5 in a row in his start at Dodger Stadium. He is live, and I think the number was plus 10,000 guys to win World Series MVP for him. That for that to be live right now, it's not a dead number. Like, there is a way that if Vlad completely goes dark, Yasavage pitches tomorrow, that could hit. Now, again, that's a real stretch because Vlad is an overwhelming favorite to win World Series MVP. He's been that good, but there's still a weird path for Yasavage.
All right, quickly here. If I gave you a couple $100, said, Matt, you got to bet one thing tonight, what would it be?
Oh, I'd find that Gosman 4.5.
You would? Okay.
And go over that number. Yeah, I like that.
Right,
yeah, that's going to be a hard number to find, though. Yeah.
Can't thank you enough.
Are you giving me a couple hundred? You giving me a couple $100?
I'll Venmo you. Sure, if you want to put it on something here, and we can talk about it later on.
Free play.
You're the best, man. Can't thank you enough. Thank you as always.
Great talking to you guys. See ya.
Thank you, buddy.
There you go. Enjoy the game tonight. Matt Vasgersian, MLB Network.
First Bet, official racing partner of VEASAN, thrilled to bring an exclusive offer to bet the Breeders' Cup World Championships. Promo code VEASANBC. You'll be entered to win a VIP Vegas experience when you deposit and bet $200. And when you do deposit and bet just $100, you get a 1-year VEASAN Pro subscription, content, picks, and more. Bet with the Breeders' Cup. VEASANBC at first.com/VEASAN. First.com/VEASAN.
Great tidbits. Chiefs, Bills. Next.
Did you know your credit card points and miles can lose value to inflation? Credit card companies often reduce the redemption value of your points and miles. Now imagine a credit card with rewards that can grow in value. With the Gemini credit card, you can earn Bitcoin or one of over 50 other cryptos instantly with no annual fee. Every swipe at the store or gas pump earns you instant rewards deposited straight to your account. Plus, sign up now for a $200 Bitcoin bonus to kickstart your rewards. Visit Gemini.com/card today. Check out the link in the description for more information on rates and fees. Again, if you're looking to invest in Bitcoin but don't know where to start, the Gemini credit card makes it easy.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
We will get to props for tonight's card and the Sunday slate coming up in 15 minutes. Chiefs, Bills, Sunday. Again, with how many bad games we've had here recently, let's hope this marquee matchup in the afternoon window lives up to the hype. It's a back-and-forth affair. Name the score, 28-27, whatever. But some numbers here that you can get at vsin.com. KC, 27-8 straight up, 24-11 ATS when riding a 3-game or more ATS winning streak since 2014. That's a little convoluted, but they've been very good when they kind of have this momentum, if you will. Kansas City is 59% in road neutral games since 2014 overall. The Buffalo Bills, 5-1 ATS, last 6 regular season games against Kansas City, 4-0 the last 4 years in the regular season. This is when you want the Buffalo Bills. It's not in the postseason when they take on Patrick Mahomes.
I know, but I'd be surprised if they won. Just based on what they've looked like the last couple of weeks. And now we can throw out, they were good. Cook was awesome, but we can throw out the Carolina performance. They kept turning the ball over, and Dalton played with a broken thumb. What's going on with these guys? For the sake of the team, just say that's it. You're hurting the team by being out there. You can't play with a broken thumb or what Labrum, what Wentz was doing. But I just think Kansas City is too good offensively right now, and everyone's going to go off. And it just, not to mention with that defense. And all this talk, how hard have we been on Atlanta? And rightfully so. They look great Monday night, beating the Bills.
Sure.
Bills scored 14 points in that game.
Yeah.
Robinson going off on the ground. So not that Kansas City will have a lot of success on the ground, although I would look at Hunt props over. But I just think it feels like there'll be a key mistake or a big play by Mahomes. Something will go their way, and they'll get out of there with a 7-point win, and then we'll come in Monday and 1 seed and getting back to the Super Bowl. All that talk is right there as well. Interesting that the Opta AI numbers have both Allen and Mahomes going under.
They have been very strong to Mahomes going under
regular
pretty
basis.
much the entire year.
And they're always high on Darnold and JSN. And I like JSN over again.
You like Hunt, no Pacheco. Does that factor in? You're like,
Hunt.
Okay. Is there a chance, like if we come in here on Sunday and it's another Chiefs win, are we talking about now all of a sudden this is maybe one of the best teams that Mahomes has had?
Well, if they blow them out, maybe. But that's, I mean, they did lose to Jacksonville and blew a 14-point lead.
Yeah, they blew that game, though.
So,
well,
we're going to find out coming up. Because it's this game, then it's
the Colts coming up.
It's at Denver, and then they play the Colts. So I guess we can have that discussion in 3 weeks.
Yeah, by the way, the game at Denver is after their bye, and you know about Andy Reid.
Okay,
after
good.
the bye. But that is, look at that stretch, though. Right? At Bills, bye. At Broncos, Colts. At Cowboys, Thanksgiving. Probably going to be a 35-31 type of game. Then the Texans and that defense on Sunday Night Football, and the Chargers, the team that got you in week 1. Like, that is a very difficult 6-game stretch coming up for Kansas City here.
Denver on Christmas after the win against Tennessee.
Right.
Ooh. Yeah, but I don't know. I can't get, I don't think Buffalo wins the division. I think they lose this game and the Patriots keep rocking and rolling. And that easy schedule is going to carry them the division. I'm not so sure the Patriots don't sweep them.
All right, so is there a bet to be made on this Broncos-Texans game? Mike Salmish joined us last hour. He made the case for the Texans team total under 20.5.
Yeah.
Denver, since 2015 overall, 103-70 under the total, 59.5%. Denver is 19-6 under, off of a double-digit victory since 2017. D'Amico Ryans, Houston, 11-1 under as a home favorite. And more D'Amico Ryans, 15-6 under the total against teams with a winning record. All those numbers courtesy Steve Makinen, vsin.com.
There's a lot of stuff here. I'm with Chuck Edel on the under. Absolutely with that. Fairbairn over 1.5 field goals, 16-3 overrun. C.J. Stroud is on a 6-1 overrun with his rushing yards. That's under the radar.
Is what?
He's 6-1 over with his rushing yards.
I think the Broncos allow nothing on the ground, though.
That's
quarterbacks,
true.
Right?
But I'd have to go Bo Nix's longest rush over again in this one. I think we could see Bad Bo in this game, but he'll take off and run a couple times and get over that number. As far as Texan stuff, I don't know what to do. I mean, Stroud looked great last week, but then again, the Seattle game and how bad the offense has been, and you're taking on a good defense, a nasty defense. I also would say both teams make a 33-yard field goal as well.
I like that one. By the way, Collins and Kirk back.
Big.
And Collins' prop is around 60. Kirk was low 30s, I believe, in the game.
That Collins is that low?
Yeah. Well,
without Surtain?
I know that.
Ooh.
I know. I guess the Broncos. I saw that number 2, and I was like, interesting. That seems like it's got to be the lowest it's been for him in a long, long time. But does he come in right away after the concussion and just get like all the? Yeah. They're up to 2.5 now at Circa.
Well, it was right last week, and certainly it was a rocking chair. And a great job by Stroud in the offense. They were phenomenal. So was the defense. The Sunday night game's intriguing as well. Can Seattle keep this up on the road?
Absolutely, they can.
Yep, Daniels is back. He'll be in. But you've won 9 straight on the road. Imagine that. You can win 10 in a row on the road. It's incredible. And the issues that they've had at home. Got to go right back to JSN over. Opta says he's going to have 118 yards. Sam going over as well. This Washington defense is lousy and been banged up with injuries as well. So they hung in there best they could. Yeah, now the goals are coming nonstop in Vegas. Get lost.
Was it 3-1?
Yeah, Colorado's putting it on them. So I think Seattle's going to move it again, and there's just no answer for JSN. I just love this. This is kind of like Marvin Harrison and, back in the day, you know what we're doing. You know he's going to have 120 catches. So what? He's going to eat and go for 8 for 120 every single game. And there's no way Washington's going to slow him down. I don't know what to expect from Washington from an offensive standpoint. You know, they did their best with Mariota. The mistakes got him there. The Debo drop that turned into an interception. But McDonald and what he's done with the Seattle defense is real. And maybe after this, who knows? Maybe we're talking about another Seahawks win on the road, and we're talking Seahawks division too. I can't wait for those Seattle Rams matchups coming up. But
going to be massive.
Yeah.
Those two teams are two of the best teams, obviously. I think I'm putting Seattle probably a tick behind the Rams.
It's because of Darnold. I still don't. The mistakes. He's going to do something stupid. He did it in the Monday night game. Come on.
I trust
you
the
can't
defense
just sit
big
there
time. Oh, no, I know,
transfer the ball into your left hand as you got two guys coming right at you and you're at your own 1 yard line.
I'll give you another thing here, too. DraftKings has had that up now for a while on JSN. Will he set the all-time receiving yards record?
Yes.
It's plus 750?
Yes.
At what point
right now
does that get into the locker room and they start talking about it? Like, this is doable, man. We can get you to maybe 2,000 yards. We can get you past Cooper Kupp's, Kelvin Johnson, get you past those numbers. Are they talking about that already?
No. You just go week to week, and I'm sure he's fine with just let's get the win. And
I think that he probably knows that he's on pace to maybe break the all-time record at this point. So that somebody's in his ear.
You think so?
Oh, come on.
Okay.
I would think,
come
yes.
on. All right, you quickly dismissed me there.
By the way,
who knows?
I'm looking right now at more props, receiving yards, NFL. Check that, vsin.com/NFL props, vsin.com/NFL props. Puka Nacua, they have going under by 23 yards.
They're big on him, too. I know.
71 on him. That's it.
They got Chase under. They love Warren over. They got Puka under big. They got they have Taylor under. JT under, Allen under, Mahomes under, Danny Dimes over. They love him. 40 yards. Stafford under again. The regular prop analyzer at vsin.com, as I mentioned earlier, McCaffrey 7-1 over run receiving. Pierce 6-0. JSN 6-1. Bryce Young 6-1 under passing yards. Dowdle 6-1 over rushing. Stroud over. Dobbins 7-1 over. That's under the radar. Dobbins 7-1 over.
Yeah.
That's some numbers there.
And they actually are only projecting CMC for 41 receiving yards.
Yeah, I saw that. Too low.
His number at DK is 55.5.
Yeah, I don't agree with that one either. Just look how many targets. 56 catches, 74 targets. It's got to be a big focal point of the offense and the game plan every week.
Are you on board with me? Can I twist your arm for Kendrick Bourne in this game?
No, that's fine. Yeah, I'm sold.
Okay.
Mac's done a good job. He's been all right in there.
Couple of games earlier this year. 10 catches on 11 targets against the Rams for 142. He followed it up against the Buccaneers with 5 catches on 9 targets for 142 yards again. Shut down against Atlanta. And he had 3 catches for 44 against Houston last week. I have to. This Giants defense is despicable against wide receivers. I have to bet him. I just do. So I think it could be the leading 2 dudes for San Francisco this week in the air. I think are going to be Bourne and McCaffrey. And don't forget, Matt Jones had 200 yards passing at the half against the Buccaneers.
College basketball starts Monday. Now's the time to get your copy of the annual betting guide. Matt Euman's top 50 rankings, every conference previewed, futures and season-long prop bets, nuggets from Hoops Peterson. The only way to get the guides, become a VSiN Pro subscriber. Sign up now, $120. You get VSiN Pro access, everything we do until May 1st. All college basketball season long, March Madness and beyond, less than $20 a month. VSiN.com/subscribe.
All right, tonight's NBA card and more props coming up. No Derry Bird in action tonight, a.k.a. A.J. Green for the Bucks, but no problem. We are all about another Deadeye Dick going bombs away. I'll tell you which player I focused on. I isolated a player tonight, Pauly. That name is next here on VSiN.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
All right, more props here. They all pay the same. We'll hit the NBA as long as you put the same amount of money on this kind of stuff. And I know you're probably not going to be betting props for as much as you bet sides or totals like in the NFL. That's fine. But tonight, this is the player I'm looking at. It's the Celtics taking on the 76ers. By the way, great story going on right now in Philadelphia. Awesome start. A lot to be excited about. Now McCain might come back and play.
Yeah.
So, and I totally agree with the narrative that they have to make this about the young players now. This is no longer Joel Embiid's team. He cannot ambush the franchise any longer. So make it about Maxey, make it about Edgecombe, and make it about everybody else who's younger, developing. And the Celtics have turned into a 1.5-point favorite tonight. Here's the guy. It's Sam Hauser. Probably no surprise. I bet him last week for game 1 of the season. He did not get there for us.
I like the discussion. It was brief. The discussion they had on Inside the NBA about him. Isn't that something? How he just
the quick release.
Yeah, just kept bam.
He can stand there. And,
right.
So his last 4 games from downtown. Now we're talking 7 of 13, 3 of 10, 2 of 5, and a 6 of 10. The volume has increased to the point of where I have to play him. Got him earlier today at 2.5 over at even money. If he's going to take, and this is a guy that the percentages is going to be, that will be high enough. If he's going to give me 10, like he's probably going to hit 4, maybe even 5. If he gives me 12 or 13 threes, I will bet over 2.5 every single time. Now that's kind of the unknown, but it's been picking up quite a bit. And now he's coming off the bench, which I think has been beneficial to him as well and to bettors. Mm-hmm. So now, as long as it's still even money in that range, had to bet him. So that's the guy. No Derry Bird tonight, A.J. Green, who won again last night.
Yeah.
But Sam Hauser is like a third cousin to him, I'll put it that way.
Okay.
In terms of us betting player props.
Yeah, and I think we got Johnny Avello taking a nap over at DraftKings, and I think we can put one on him tonight.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, Mitch, how you guys doing? Walker Kessler to make a 3 is plus $1.35. Walker Kessler to make 2 plus 3s for the Jazz is plus $7.50. He hit 3 in the last game. He hit 2 against the Clippers to start, but they were blowing him out. And he only played 29 minutes in that game. He was 7 of 7 from the field. So it's not like Bam, who shot 13 of them last week. I mean, Bam is serious. He went over like that right away in the first quarter, 1.5. He shot 13 threes. It was 4 of 13. But Walker Kessler, 3 of 4 from 3, 1 of 2 from 3, 2 of 2 from 3. And he says he's going to keep shooting them. That's something he was working on. It goes back to your story, I think, last year, where he picked it up late in the season, and he was told to, try it and add it to his repertoire. But that's plus 135 to make 1, plus 750 to make 2. And there's going to be fireworks tonight, folks, because they play the Suns. They just played him. He took 12 shots. It was 138 to 134. That was the Markkanen 50-burger game.
Sure. And I don't know if this total is high enough in this game tonight, because the Jazz have been involved in nothing but chaotic games.
Yeah.
Kessler, I'd say at this price, still worth betting if he's going to take the shots anyway. He earlier in the year was plus 210, maybe even a little bit higher than that, just to make one. But at some point, Paul, if this is going to continue and the shots are there and they're going down, the plus 135 is going to turn into either 1.5 made threes, or that'll go to minus 120, minus 130.
Yeah, this is what you want, too. A total of by 240, something like that, in a breakneck pace and a up and down with a ton of possessions and a ton of shots in that one as well. So fun that we got these games going on already with the Cup and a good Friday night card. And will the Bulls ever lose? Good question. I didn't think I'd be asking this in November, but or late, whatever. But the Knicks are 5.5 tonight against the Bulls, and if Giddey can keep this up, total of 233.5. This is great with how the Bulls are doing this.
Well, he's a points and rebounds monster.
Yeah,
that has continued since last year. His numbers are so elevated now that I have not been betting him, but I guess if you just look and break it down that way, I mean, Paul, he's good for what, like 20 and 12 seemingly every single game?
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll throw in 8, 9, 10, 12, maybe triple-double touch out once in a while.
I don't get it. I look at the team, I'm like, who are these guys?
I know.
And they're winning every game.
They're
putting up points.
Yeah, they're shooting exceedingly well, which probably can continue. And they're also elite so far at defending the three-point line. Like they were number 1 in the league a day ago, I believe. So that will probably come back to the pack a little bit as well.
And I usually don't do this, but I recommend Clippers 10.5 against the Pelicans. Clippers coming off a horrible performance against the Warriors. They're now back at home against the Pelicans, who don't have a win And, some of these losses have been bad for what's going on for the Pelicans. And how about this? You want to add insult to injury. So they lost 122-88 last time out. The Celtics beat them 122-90. They hung in there and were competitive in their first couple games. But it's a bad team. How about this scenario? With your first pick in the 2026 NBA draft, New Orleans sends the pick to the Atlanta Hawks. Because of that stupid trade.
Because of the dumb trade?
Yes.
Yes. For Queen?
For Queen.
And the Hawks would take...
Who knows? Who cares?
The kid from BYU.
Trade or whatever.
The kid from Kansas, maybe.
Right.
Are you aware of this kid from Kansas, by the way?
I know about the kid from BYU.
How about this? You're going to love this. His name is Dylan Peterson. And last Friday night, Kansas played an exhibition game against Louisville. He had 24 points at the half.
Really?
He has given himself a nickname.
Oh, no.
Normally, that's completely you can't allow that.
Can't
to
do
happen,
that,
right?
No, like Andre Rison. I'm Spider-Man. What do you
Sure.
mean you're Spider-Man? You can't do that.
Or was it? Did Paul Pierce give himself the nickname The Truth, or did somebody give him that nickname? I always forget
think,
that story.
It was in the documentary. I think they gave it to him.
Okay. Dylan Peterson for Kansas nicknamed himself Bucket Jones. Yes, that was my reaction.
Bucket Jones.
I can't help but love the kid.
Good. Okay. That's
Like,
good.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But so he might be the first pick overall.
Good. But that's a horror show. That is just fire everyone. If you have the worst pick in the record in the league and you don't even have your pick, and you would send that to Atlanta. I know that's already getting out there on social media. And you don't think Denver puts it on? I'll tell you, this is a great job. I know it's only a small sample size, but what Tiago Splitter's doing, you want to talk about walking into a tough situation with the Billups news. But Portland's playing well. They're playing hard. They can score, but I just think Denver should be a high-scoring affair again with the big total here. But you think Denver takes them out on the road 4.5? The Nuggets are so not just went to 5.5.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Wow. 230.5 the total on the road.
Here's the thing. It's tough to make a case for any under in the NBA right now for the most part.
Yeah, yes.
Right? These games are flying over. Got off to a great start this year. What was it, like 14-2, first 16 games or something along those lines, where they're going over all these spots?
Yeah.
Portland, feisty at home. I don't have an opinion on that one. I'm sticking to basically player props to begin the year.
And, yep.
Anything else in the NBA?
No,
the Lakers are now favored?
Yeah, Luka must be playing.
He's got to
right?
be playing in the game, I would think. Yeah. Suddenly that adjusted win total that I bet at the beginning of the season, not looking so hot.
I was going to say, don't forget half an hour away from the Islanders. 10-0 to the over on the season. 6-2, 5-2, 4-3, 7-2, 4-3, 5-4, 4-2, open 5.5, close 6.5 against the Oilers. 5-2, 4-2, 4-3. 10-0 to the over on the season. They played Washington earlier in the year. They lost 4-2. Ovechkin's stuck on 8. Is this 890 right?
Still.
This is for 900, right?
Yep.
You got that angle as well. And the total is 6.5.
Yeah, over is plus money.
I'm making you pay tonight.
I'm seeing over 1.5 minus 135 first period at DraftKings.
There you go.
Want to hop on board with that one?
Get in, get out, right. Get a quick one, and then, I like them both. You can do that, too.
Bank job?
That game, that was crazy That was 3-1 in the end of the first period yesterday.
Yeah.
Then it slowed down, and then they had
up.
4 goals in the 3 or 4 goals in the third period.
Yeah, 6-2 Carolina.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Let me give you some more numbers here. By the way, bigger bust, Zion Williamson or Trevor Lawrence?
Oh, Zion.
Because he never plays?
Doesn't play. In the, likes the jambalaya. Hasn't been in shape either, although he finally changed his body.
Well, who doesn't like a nice little homemade jambalaya?
I didn't know, but the kid didn't stand a chance. I didn't know about the food issues. But if you're going to New Orleans, forget about it.
Here, part of the reason why I'm bringing that up, Trevor Lawrence, 7-3 straight up, but 9-1 ATS. When his team is coming off a double-digit loss since 2022.
Ooh.
However, some bad numbers here. As a favorite, Jacksonville since 2018, and he's a big portion of this. 21-28 ATS, 42.9%. And when they're coming off of a straight-up loss since 2018, they have not regrouped well. 32-43 ATS, 42.7%.
Yeah, Jacksonville wins. I'm shocked at the line. The Hunter news, that's crazy. Well, he's been a big part of the offense. We got to get him involved. 100 yards.
How about that?
Now he's on IR.
That, like a day after they had to squash, we're not going to trade Brian Thomas.
Yeah. No kidding. Where'd that come from?
I agree. Like, Jacksonville should come out here and take care. That game seems too easy almost.
There's the empty net.
Is that a good one?
4-2 Colorado.
There you have
Exploded.
it. Probably get another one.
Thanks, guys. Where were you in the first period?
Yeah, love it. We'll get to our best bets for the weekend. In-pocket plays coming up next.
Are you interested in effortlessly growing your Bitcoin portfolio? I sure am. The Bitcoin credit card by Gemini earns you Bitcoin back on every purchase. Use it like any credit card. Buy lunch, gas, or your weekly groceries, and you'll earn up to 4% back instantly in Bitcoin or one of over 50 other cryptos straight to your account. All that with no annual fee. And right now, you can grab a $200 Bitcoin welcome bonus. It's the easiest way to start building your Bitcoin stack. Go to Gemini.com/card to learn more. Terms apply. See the link in the description for more information regarding rates and fees.
He knows the quarterback was on coke if his girlfriend was not.
These games are a burial, a blowout, a human lock. You can bet your children's unborn children on these games.
I was so good that whenever I bet, I could change the odds for every bookmaker in the country.
You know, you want to go to Fort Lauderdale, have a good time, and get the elbow room, get after it, some cocktails, get out there dancing like Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
With Scarface.
Yeah. Mr. Fort Lauderdale, as we heard.
Remember, this is just her move. She's just doing this, remember?
Great dance move, huh?
That's all she's doing is snapping her fingers. And they were laughing at her the whole time about, come on, Michelle, you can't dance? Give me more than that, right? Oh, man.
What's worse, that or Elaine Bennis?
Elaine's funny, I know. Come on, guys, get out here. Let's go. The little kicks. Mr. Fort Lauderdale. The problem was it was a blowout, so it was just feed Henry and let's get out of here and hope no one gets hurt. So he was 68, 69 and a half. He finished with 64. So Flowers over is a loser. I'll be damned. And boy, the tight ends ate. That was something. Well, we got the walk-off home run, but he hasn't done much. He's reaching base, but I think he's 5 for 20 in the series. So Freeman MVP, no dice there. Took a shot. That will stand. We haven't never had back-to-back MVP winners. Fireworks tomorrow morning to start the day on a good card. North Texas and Navy over. I'd take the points with Navy as well. The North Texas quarterback's phenomenal. Horvath as well for Navy. Over 65.5. New Mexico and UNLV out here. Should be a high-scoring affair. UNLV doesn't play any defense, and they can score. That seems low to me at 61.5 as the Rebels gave up a 50-burger to Boise. Had a 51-48 against Air Force and a 41-38 against Miami of Ohio. Lane Kiffin, where's he going? Leaving Ole Miss. Probably. It's right there for you, buddy. You went out, you're in the playoff. Seen this movie before. South Carolina's game. They hang around, plus 13. Ole Miss in a flat spot. Nebraska plus 7. That's down to 4.5 against USC. This is up to 10.5. Bad number here. Cincinnati plus 7.5 at Utah. Good Cincinnati team. Not getting a lot of respect. That's too much love for Utah. Jacksonville lane 3 against the Raiders. Colts lane 2.5. Look ahead line against the Steelers. Williams to have 40 yards. $1.50. $1.60 in that range. Morton coming out saying, I told him to his face, we had a meeting, I failed him. And I have to do a better job of getting him the ball and getting him involved early. And we will do that. Chiefs money line against the Bills. Big earn. Betting them both. Ernie Clement to have a single tonight, $1.05. And Ernie to have a hit. It's $150 at Circa, $160 at Will Hill. He's got a hit 11 games in a row. Ohtani under 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs tonight. And some more of the new stuff. Give me Game 7. Walker Kessler to have a 3, plus $1.35. McCaffrey, 50 yards receiving, $1.30 or more. I'm with Mike Somich on this one. They're taking shots to Watson, and they'll hit a couple. At least one. Watson over 38.5 for the Packers. Robinson over 48.5 yards against the 49ers for the Giants. Who else is dart throwing to? And Fairbairn over 1.5. They're playing games on the app. It's a half over 380. Then they move it to 1.5, $1.10. And now it's under Texans team total points, 1.5 field goals. Look for that. That's widely available. But if you're going to go with Caesars and Will Hill, they're, okay. But
they
anyway,
posted it back up there.
It's a backup.
It changes, but just be patient.
It'll be all right. 16-3 overrun. We cashed it in the first quarter last week. Let's get that again. Of course, Boswell. Matt Humans is right. The only thing the Steelers do well is this guy. Second best kicker in this league. Man, is he good. Hit 4 on the Sunday night game, and a lot of them from downtown. He's the real deal. He's only $1.40 over 1.5 made field goals at Caesars as well. Let's eat. Good luck. Happy Halloween.
Have a weekend, Pauly. Last night, A.J. Green did it again. Took a minute, but he got there. Over 1.5 made threes, plus 126. Islanders, Hurricanes, first period over 1.5. That was minus 130. That one got there. Onward, upward. Pending, and what we have that is new. Drake May most passing yards 16-1. Bet that, talked about that on the podcast this week called Pod to the Future, is where all we talk about are future bets in sports. Okay, new plays. I'm laddering Kendrick Bourne. We'll go full unit. Over 39.5 receiving yards, minus 114. Then I broke it down like this. 50 plus 140, smaller unit. 60 plus 220, smaller unit. 70 plus 320, quarter unit we'll call it. 80 plus 490, quarter unit as well. The numbers on the Giants overall, their secondary, they have allowed 86.2 yards per game to wide receiver number 1, 69 yards per game to wide receiver number 2. They've also allowed the third most catches to wide receivers overall and the most yards in the entire league. And I talked about this earlier. Bourne had 2 games this year. There's no Pearsall in this game, with 142 yards, playing with Matt Jones. They played together in New England. I'll go back to that chemistry and rapport for this game against a really bad Giants secondary. Sam Hauser, the 3-point attempts have gotten jacked up big time here in the last 4 games. He's taken 10, 12, 13 a game. Over 2.5 made threes tonight against Philadelphia at even money. Today, the Cincinnati Bearcats, plus 10.5, laid 14 cents against Utah. The number is just incredibly high to me. I'm not great at betting on or against Utah, but I'll do it one more time with Cincinnati. They have, covered 7 straight? Won 7 straight, averaging 41 plus points per game.
Yep, lost to Nebraska to start the season.
There you go. Tennessee money line, minus 140 against Oklahoma. Got to do it. Last week may have been the dream crusher for Oklahoma. Losing that game, and Ole Miss did a lot of good things against that defense. I think Heupel and that Tennessee offense will do the same thing. I'm on Kansas State. That's plus 7.5. It should be plus 7.5, minus 120 against Texas Tech. They have awesome numbers at home as a dog, 19-6 last 25. For what it's worth, they've also owned Texas Tech, totally different Tech team, I know that, but in Fairbairn over, I'm tailing you on this one again. Got to keep betting this guy. Over 1.5 made threes, minus 112.
Every game this year's gone over but one, and the one was at Jacksonville, where they were living in Jacksonville territory, had turnovers, and then he missed one from 50. Sign up now, get full VSiN Pro access. Everything we do through May 1st, only $120, less than $20 a month. Every best bet, every host, every guest. The DraftKings and Circa betting splits updated every 5 minutes. The AI-driven prop projections and matchup tools, 24/7 live and on-demand video, the dog videos. And here comes the college basketball betting guide as well. Everything we do, less than $20 a month. Get it now. Here's the Opta AI numbers tonight in the NBA. White under points for the Celtics. Joker under. Reeves under, Hauser over, Grant over, Cat under, Zubac rebounds under. Actually makes sense. He should blow out the Pelicans, and he sits. Ball assists over, Brunson assists under with some of the highlighted guys tonight.
Yeah. We've always had fun on this show on Halloween. Last year was the one exception, I think. We didn't do it for whatever reason. When we did mornings, we did it every single year. You in a Squid Games character 456 this year.
Yeah, the contestant, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm Cousin Eddie. From Christmas Vacation. Well, Clark, I'm going to get you something really nice. unbelievable character in the vacation movies. This was 2 years ago, still doing mornings, when you were Bobby Petrino, and I went as the Macho Man. Oh, yeah.
All right, happy Halloween. We do it every year. I think we did an excellent job. We got the Macho Man here. Can you do the voice? Oh, yeah. The madness. Yeah. Got the belt. I'd give him an A+, and I'm Bobby Petrino, where I don't have the bike or the guma on the back. So, happy Halloween. Watch the show today, and watch out for those trick-or-treaters.
Tito Santana.
They like to hide in the leaves. All right.
Excellent.
Why not? You live
Good.
once.
Yeah.
Got to have a little bit of fun.
Remember all the ones over the years? I mean, it's been Alan from Hangover. You did Duffel Bag Boy. You were the Joker.
Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf was good.
I went as Ted Lasso one year.
Alan, yes, I forgot about that.
Ted Lasso.
That one was good. I was the nun in the town when they dress up as nuns.
That was a great. You went as Marshmallow.
Oh, that was great. That was
a great
Marshmallow.
costume, yeah.
The head lit up with different colors.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Oh,
Well,
very good run here.
I shouldn't have done that. Because I was dressed up as the nun it came with the fake gun, and I brought it in my bag.
Oh, that's right. Coming into a casino.
Oh, remember that guy
It's a
used
good
to
look.
work here. Oh, the guy who used to work here was all freaked out of rent. They don't show him on camera. Okay, it's a toy.
Yeah.
I know, but
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
I forgot about Marshmallow. Yeah, I forgot about Ted Lasso. You nailed Ted Lasso.
All right. Good luck tonight. Enjoy it.
Bring me some leftover candy Monday, will you, please?
We won't get any trick-or-treaters.
That-
We
yeah,
don't
but-
have candy.
Yeah, but doesn't Lorraine over?
We didn't buy candy. We will not get a single trick-or-treater
No?
tonight. No.
Buy apples? Give them apples?
Pencils.
Did you know your credit card points and miles can lose value to inflation? Credit card companies often reduce the redemption value of your points and miles. Now imagine a credit card with rewards that can grow in value. With the Gemini credit card, you can earn Bitcoin or one of over 50 other cryptos instantly with no annual fee. Every swipe at the store or gas pump earns you instant rewards deposited straight to your account. Plus, sign up now for a $200 Bitcoin bonus to kickstart your rewards. Visit Gemini.com/card today. Check out the link in the description for more information on rates and fees. Again, if you're looking to invest in Bitcoin but don't know where to start, the Gemini credit card makes it easy.